Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, good afternoon. And before starting today learning activities, let's together offer praise and gratitude to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, and don't forget to offer prayers and greeting to the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And my respect to Mr. Adir Nagapar as a lecturer in the course Communicative Classroom Instruction, and thanks to all of participants who have joined in this presentation. Okay, today we will present material about establishing cooperative relationship. And before we get into the first discussion material, let me introduce the group members from group 4. The first is Neng Sri Siti Rahma, that is myself. The second is Rina Puspitasari, and the last there is Sakira Hadijah. Okay, there is the list of material that will be present is using descriptive instead of judgmental language, teaching student to listen to you, listening to student, using supportive replies, avoiding unintended message, being responsible for one's own conduct, communicating assertively, communicating evaluation, fostering parents' cooperation, and the last is professional confidence and student right. And yeah, enter the presentation session where the first material will be presented by Rina. To Rina, time is yours.
Okay, thanks moderator. I will try explain about using descriptive instead of judgmental language. Using descriptive language instead of judgmental language is an essential strategy in establishing a cooperative relationship with students. When we use descriptive language, we focus on objectively describing a situation or behavior without resorting to negative judgment or criticism. This approach promotes a positive and respectful environment in the classroom. For example, instead of saying, "You are crazy," we can say, "I can see that your work is unfinished." By using descriptive language, we avoid labeling or demeaning student, and we address the specific behavior or situation that needs attention. This helps a student feel more understand, respected, and motivated to improve. And the next material is teaching students to listen to you. Teaching students how to listen attentively is crucial for effective communication and establishing a cooperative relationship. Active listening skill empowers students to engage fully in classroom discussion, comprehend instruction, and build rapport with their peers and teachers. To teach students to listen effectively, provide clear instruction on listening behavior. Encourage them to make eye contact, nod their head, and ask questions for clarification. By modeling active listening ourselves and providing guidance, we cultivate an environment where students feel valued and understood. And the next material is listening to students. Listening to students with genuine interest and attention is a fundamental aspect of we actively listen. We demonstrate respect for their thoughts, ideas, and concern. It allows us to gain valuable insight into their perspective and experiences. To listen effectively, we need to avoid interrupting students while they are speaking. Instead, we should maintain eye contact, nod our head, and use verbal cues to show understanding and encouragement. By creating a safe space for students to express themselves, we foster trust of open communication and a sense of belonging in the classroom. And those materials is using sportive replays. Using sportive replays is an essential strategy in establishing a cooperative relationship with students. Sportive replay is involved responding to students in positive and constructive manner, showing empathy and recognizing their effort. When students encounter challenge or make mistakes, it is crucial to respond with understanding and encouragement. For example, instead of criticizing them for struggle with a task, we can say, I understand that this can be challenging task, but I believe you can do it. By offering support and believing in their abilities, we motivate students to persist, learn from their mistakes, and grow academically and personality. Maybe enough from me. I will return to moderator. Thank you.
Thank you for your great explanation, Rina. The next material will be present by Sakira. To Sakira, time is yours.
Thank you, moderator. And next is avoiding unintended message. The first is the risk of misinterpretation. So it emphasizes the importance of being aware of the potential misinterpretation in the classroom. And teachers should be mindful of their tone, body language, and choice of words to ensure that their message are not misunderstood. And then the second is modeling a business-like attitude. Teachers should model a professional and business-like attitude in the classroom. This include being punctual, organized, and maintaining a positive and respectful demeanor. By doing so, teacher can create a more focused and productive learning environment. And then the third is avoiding disruptive teacher behavior. It advises teachers to avoid disruptive behavior that can negatively impact the learning process, and this include avoiding sarcasm, interrupting students, and using humor that may not be appropriate for the classroom. Instead, teachers should focus on creating a supportive and inclusive environment where students feel comfortable for sharing their thoughts and ideas. And next is being responsible for one's own conduct. Responsibility for one's action and words is crucial for healthy relationship, as it fosters trust and dependability. It encourages honest and vulnerability, and leading to trust, openness, and transparency. And it strengthens personal relationships, demonstrating maturity and willingness to be honest. And it also enhances learning and personal development, promoting academic, personal, and professional growth and success. Therefore, taking responsibility is essential for personal and professional growth. And the next, communicating assertively. The assertively response style. So the assertive response style refers to a communication approach where individuals express their thought, feeling, and needs in a clear, confident, and respectful manner. And this style is characterized by using I statement such as I feel or I need, rather than blaming or attacking other with you statements like you make me feel or you're not listening. So, the assertive response style is considered to be an effective way to communicate in professional and personal settings, as it allows individuals to express their need and desire while also respecting the rights and feelings of others. And controlling your personal life. Controlling your personal life involves taking responsibility for your career development and advancement. This can include setting goals, seeking out opportunities for growth and advancement, and actively networking with colleagues and industry professionals. And it also involves being being proactive in managing your workload and time and maintaining a positive attitude and work ethic. And next is teaching students to communicate assertively. Teaching students to assertively involves helping them develop the skills and confidence necessary to express themselves in a clear and respectful manner. This can include role-playing exercise, group discussion, and providing feedback and guidance on their communication style. And it is important to create a safe and supportive learning environment where students can feel comfortable sharing their thoughts and feelings, and where they can practice assertive communication in a low stakes setting. And then last but not least, communicating evaluation. Two reasons for communicating evaluation. Communicating evaluation is an essential part of an educational process, and there are two primary reasons for communicating evaluation. The first is to inform students and parents about student progress. The grades and evaluation provide valuable information about students' academic and performance, and help them understand their strengths and weakness. And this information can be used to guide students in their learning and help them make informed decisions about their academic and career path. And then the second is to promote accountability and transparency. Communicating evaluation help ensure that student parents and other stakeholders have a clear understanding for educational process and the criteria used to assess student performance. This transparency help build trust and confidence in the educational system. And then next is emphasizing formative evaluation. So it is crucial because they provide ongoing feedback and help teachers adjust their instruction to better meet students' needs. And formative evaluation can include assessment, quizzes, and other formative assessment that are used to guide instruction and inform future teaching strategies. And then by focusing on formative evaluation, teacher can create a more responsive and effective learning environment. And then grade as a form communication. Grades as a form communication are the essential part of the educational process, and they provide a standardized way to evaluate student performance and can be used to compare students' progress across different subject and grade levels. And grades should be based on clear, well-defined criteria and should reflect students' academic achievement rather than factors like effort or behavior. By ensuring that grades are meaningful, accurate, and fair, educators can help promote a culture of learning achievement. And that's all for me. Thank you. I give you back to the moderator.
That is very good explanation, Shakira. Thank you. And the last material of this presentation will be present by me. Okay, now I will explain material about fostering parents' cooperation. And in this material, I have 3 points. The first is focusing on formative evaluation. Formative evaluation includes assessing student performance, focusing on their understanding and contribution to the learning process, often challenging parents who may perceive teachers' evaluation as summative. And this is conference. A conference is a crucial tool for teachers and parents to discuss their child progress and goals. It is more common in elementary school, but secondary teacher must also schedule conference with parents. And to plan a successful conference, teachers should prepare an agenda, invite the student to participate, schedule the meeting in a small, distraction-free room, provide a copy of the agenda, focus on the event, and avoid characterization, and be an active listener. This will help facilitate communication, ensure the intended message is communicated, and help teachers learn from the other attendants. Okay, and the last is written communication. Teachers often post weekly or monthly newsletters on their website to inform parents about their children's classes, fostering understanding and goodwill. This understanding helps teachers address behavior problems effectively and change their ability to work effectively with parents. Okay, and the last material in this presentation about professional confidence and student rights. In this material, I have 2 points. The first is unprofessional behaviors. Trust between a teacher and a student is an important ingredient in establishing a classroom climate that is conducive to cooperation, untouched behavior, and engagement in learning activities. The second is privileged information. Of course, there is time when teachers should communicate information and express judgments about student achievement levels and behaviors. Privileged communication involves sharing information about student achievement levels and behaviors with individuals who have right and need to know. This includes students, parents, professional personnel, and representatives of institutions. Students need to be informed about their progress. Parents can better partner with teachers, and professional personnel can better understanding individual student achievement and behaviors. Teachers, supervisors, and administrators also need to be aware of these details to make informed decisions. And school may need to release information about a student achievement or behaviors with the student and their parents' authorization, as they act as an agency that qualifies students for various privileges. Okay, that's enough for the presentation. And before I close the presentation, I will read a conclusion of this material. For the conclusion is, cooperative relationships in the classroom are crucial for student engagement, motivation, and academic achievement. Teachers should build rapport by showing genuine interest, empathy, and active listening. Effective communication, including clear language and constructive feedback, is essential. A supportive classroom climate promotes inclusivity and diversity, allowing students to express opinions and take risks. Collaborative learning experience fosters teamwork, communication skill, and mutual respect. Involving students in decision-making process empowers them to foster ownership and responsibility for their learning. And overall, establishing cooperative relationship in the classroom enhance student engagement and learning outcomes. And I'm closing this presentation. Sorry if there are any mistakes in this presentation of the material that we did. Thank you for your participation and for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.